Hey guys, welcome to Minecraft on the PlayStation 4. So most of the information that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video is more specific to consoles, as things are different on the PC version, of course. But I will do my best to make sure that the information crosses over. So now we've just spawned into a brand new world, so please guys, just go ahead and chillax, make yourselves comfy. And I'm going to share with you guys some tips for beginners. Of course, these tips are my own tips. These are things that I do, tips that I use, and it's my own opinion. So if it's different from yours, if you're somebody that is seasoned in the game and it's different from yours, I apologize. But I've been having a lot of people ask me that watch my Minecraft content to make a tips video, especially for beginners. So, as you saw, we just spawned into a brand new world. Now, normally what I would be doing before the recent update that gave us, you know, the new biomes and the new wood and the ocean monuments and what is it? The mutton, excuse me, I forgot what it was called for a minute there. Normally what I would do is hunt for some food really fast, but you know what? Since we now have mutton drops from the sheep, the very first thing I would recommend you do when you spawn into a new world is kill a sheep. Now you can either do this by first getting some wood from a tree and making yourself a weapon if you would like. Me, I usually just go ahead and beat them to death with my hand, but we'll go ahead and grab some wood. Now we got some wood, let's turn it into planks. And now we make ourselves a crafting table and a few sticks. Okay, let's place the crafting table down, and now we've got a pickaxe, which I'm gonna make, and that's usually as far as I go for right now. I don't make a wooden sword or a wooden axe. Let's find some more sheep if we can. We spawned in kind of a difficult location, actually. I mean, these roofed forests are really nice, but it makes it really hard to see anything because they're so dense. But really what we want is sheep, because again, they can give you food, number one, but number two, they also can give you wool, which is extremely important, especially if you're having a really hard time surviving as a Bambi or a new player. So let's just go up here for a minute, since we can't find any sheep down there. Let's go up here. Now let's, assume that we have found all of our sheep. The next thing I would do is I would go get some stone. Now you're almost always going to spawn somewhere where you can see stone immediately surrounding you somewhere. When you're looking at the stone and you're going to go get some, definitely look for these little patches that are exposed of coal. This is going to be very, very important. And now this all may seem very self-explanatory, but you'd be surprised how a brand new player would really have a hard time, doing this. I mean, after you've played I've been playing a little over a year, I now have a good rhythm down, so I know exactly what I'm doing every time I spawn in as a Bambi. So we're going to grab just a couple more pieces of this stone, which is, cobblestone, since we don't have a silk touch pickaxe. Now, so let's look really quick again for some sheep anywhere. This is actually a really nice world. I'm liking it. So we got plenty of cows, we got some pigs. I do see one lone, oh, there we go. More of them have just spawned in. So we got some sheep down here, and we definitely want to go and grab them. Wow, this is actually a really nice seed. I'm liking this so far. I will put the seed in the description in case you guys are interested in it. Yeah, so I'll just use my pickaxe to kind of take the sheep out, kill them. And might as well just kill them all while we're here. You only need to get 3 pieces of wool to make a bed. Now the reason we're focusing, again on wool for a bed and not like making a shelter is because the bed will automatically, once it becomes night, you sleep in the bed and it will automatically become day. So if you're, night is falling and you're concerned that you're going to get killed by mobs during the night and you don't actually have a shelter, really all you need to do is, as soon as the sun sets and you're able to go to sleep, just go to sleep. And if you do it quickly enough, which is really not that hard, then you'll actually be able to go to sleep before any mobs actually have a chance to spawn, and then it will be daytime again. But again, these roofed forests, since they're considerably more dark than most other locations in the game, I would recommend that you do not hang out here too long, because, I mean, mobs will definitely spawn easier in here than anywhere else, because the light level's pretty low. And then if any do spawn when you go to sleep, then simply they're just going to survive because they'll be under the shade of the trees, and so you're not going to be safe once the sun comes up. They'll still be there, and they'll still try and kill you. Alright, let's put this down up here. I really like finding places like this. Nice mountains, because then you get a really good view all around, and you can feel a little more safe. However, this is probably supposed to be a taller mountain. Ever since the newest update that gave us new biomes, the mountains and stuff, the terrain just hasn't been spawning in very well, so... Alright, so now we're going to make a furnace since we've got some stone. Well, some cobblestone. I'm going to take about half of our coal, stick it in that furnace, and we're going to put our meat in there. Alright. Now, we're going to use some of the stone to make ourselves a stone pickaxe. Get a little upgrade action going on there. Let's make some more sticks. And now we can also make ourselves a stone sword. I always have a very specific way of organizing my inventory. So, now I'm very hungry, so I can't even sprint anymore. But with the remaining coal in our inventory, we're going to make ourselves some torches. Torch up the area around you. Now, an area with a high enough light level, such as light enough from torches, mobs will not spawn there. However, mobs can... I almost said moms. However, mobs can easily walk through the lit area. So, I mean, if you light up an area, they won't spawn within that lit area. But if they spawn just outside of it and they see you and they become aggro, they can easily walk through the lit up area to get to you. Alright, so now I'm going to grab just a little bit more of this coal. I should have just stuck on that other piece there. That works right there. We're going to go and grab ourselves some more stone as well. There we go. Alright, that should be enough. And now we're going to make ourselves a stone axe. Again, I don't usually mess around with wooden swords or wooden axes, excuse me, because they're just really not worth it. I mean, they're not. You're not going to get very much use out of it, and they're super slow. So we need a little bit more wood so we can get some sticks. There we go. Make it into planks and make those into sticks. And as you'll see, the sun is setting, so this is why we're getting our axe now. I mean, it'll let us chop trees much faster. Alright, so now we have a stone axe, and what we're going to do is just grab some extra wood really quick. This should be plenty of wood. Okay. Now we have 29 planks of wood. We got plenty of wood. At least I thought the sun was setting. Where is it? Oh, no, it's just about a little after noon in the game. Okay. So now we've got 3 pieces of wool. We got 5, actually. All we needed was 3. And we've got planks, and we can use that to make a bed. So now we're going to make a bed. Hello, Chuck. I always call the chickens Chuck because they look like a chicken and a duck. And we can just go ahead and stick that in there right now, too. Alright, so now what I would normally do at this point, for the rest of the day, really, is kind of just making sure that I have a nice, secured food source. So we're going to go down here and we're going to kill some cows, some pigs. Now, chickens, I mean, you don't find them a whole lot in the game, but it's really not as worth it as killing a cow or a pig, because the meat from cows and pigs will go a lot further in keeping you full than chickens or sheep will, too. But now, yeah, so we've got ourselves some more meat, and we can just throw it right on in our little furnace there. Don't forget, guys, to continuously look for coal. I mean, we've got it all over the place. But make sure that your furnace always has some coal in it. Because, I mean, it'll go before you know it. Then you won't even be cooking food. You'll drop it in there, think it's going, and then you'll come back for it later when you really need it, and it won't even be cooked. And that is not good. All right, so we kind of spawned in the perfect place for this too, man. Now, this is all the stuff that I usually get done on the first day. The next thing that I would do, assuming I haven't had to go to sleep yet, is then I would look around and find like an opening of a cave. We have a few torches. We don't want to go in too far now. You really don't want to go in too far. You don't want to really go down very much, okay? You just kind of want to look around in there really quickly. You'll find some more coal. But what we're really looking for is iron. This is a great way to just get some iron for yourself really quick. And then begin upgrading your weapons already, like usually within the first day of spawn. But I'm not seeing any iron, so that might serve as a problem. Normally you can find iron pretty easily just kind of hanging out, but I mean this one is not cooperating with us. So again, as a brand new player, I really wouldn't go too far down into a cave system. Just kind of look around the openings and the entrances and just see if you can find any kind of iron or anywhere. Just kind of sitting there hanging out. Normally you can find it pretty easily, but I'm actually not finding any. But there's usually some just kind of hanging around. But that's okay, because now that leads me to the next thing. Now, personally, I don't use leather armor. But I know there are people that do. So if you're really desperate for some defense when you just begin and you're unable to find any iron to put in your furnace to smelt to make iron armor, then any of the leather that you got from those cows you killed, which I really don't have enough, you can make yourself some leather armor from that. And then you can have at least a little bit of protection from all the mobs and all the other bad stuff. Armor does help you against fall damage too. So falling damage will be reduced if you have armor on. Alright, now it might be dark. No, it's not quite dark enough yet. Yeah. Now, this is just the first day, and we've already gotten a lot done. We're just going to grab some more of this coal while we're waiting for the sun to set. And since we used up all of our torches, we can make some more sticks and use some of that coal to make even more torches. There we go. And light up the place even better. And keep the mobs away. Now, goal number 1 in the first day, at least for me, is to have a bed, somewhere to sleep. And boom. And now we're asleep. It'll fast forward to dawn. And there we go. You guys, we just survived our first night as a fresh spawn. Now, brand new players, it'll be hard for them to know, like, kind of this checklist that I go through. So, again, a lot of you guys have been asking me for tips when you just start out. I really have never done a video like that before, and oftentimes they're pretty opinionated videos, and I generally stay away from those because a lot of people's opinions are different from your own. But, you know, you guys have been asking me a lot, so I thought I would do it. So hopefully this video helped you out a little bit anyway, at least for when you begin the game. So now the next day, really what you want to do is continue looking for food. Again, if you want, you can kill more cows, get some leather, and make yourself a full set of leather armor, unless you can find some iron somewhere. And then from there, once you get some armor on, then it's a little bit safer to start venturing deeper and deeper into caves. Eventually, you know, upgrading as you go along the way. So guys, I hope that this was helpful. If you want this seed, I'll put it in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I hope it helps. I really wasn't sure how to go about doing this, but a lot of you have been asking, and I'll probably be doing some building tips videos too. So let me know how this did for you, if it helped, if you want to see more. And that's pretty much it, guys. Spread some love. Don't forget to spread some love. Have a good day, a good night, and goodbye.